It's Monday, I'm fucking hungry, and today we're making a meatball hero, and you motherfuckers, coming with me, so let's go. So here I'm dicing up the onions to saute. You're not going to stick unflavored raw onions into your meatball mixture and expect to have great flavor. Just like you're flavoring your meat, you're going to flavor the onions. Don't fucking neglect the onions. Fucking respect the onions. You'll see, the less that you neglect and the more you respect, the less the onions will make you cry. So I have a little saute pan, about 50-50. 50% olive oil, 50% vegetable, corn, whatever the fuck you have in your house. And we're going to saute these up on a medium-high heat. A little bit of fresh ground pepper, a little bit of salt. I like to throw in a little pinch of chili flake, a little dry oregano. Now let these all come together like the team that they're meant to be, and you will have some fucking delicious onions to throw into your meatball mix. So this is what you're looking for. Once the onions start to caramelize up, they release its sugar and the flavor comes out and they're fucking beautiful. Now for the meatball mix. Ground pork and beef. If you ever had a meatball, you probably had all your fucking meatballs and they're all fucking just dark, beefy meatballs. That's not how I fuck around with my meatballs. You need a little pork in there. You need that fatty, fucking flavorful pork. Now, if any of my 14 subscribers or anybody else viewing this doesn't eat pork and feels offended by this, I hope you come back in your next life as a fucking little oinking pig and I eat you. So now to season your ground meat, some salt and pepper, some fresh garlic and parsley, some Parmesan cheese, a little bit of whole milk to wet-in the mix. I put 1 egg in, your sauteed onions that are fucking beautiful by the way, looking delicious, and some Italian breadcrumb. Now you're going to mix this together and make sure the consistency is right. You don't want it too loose, you don't want it too tight. You want it to be wet and moist, but still firm enough where it's not going to fall apart. If it's feeling too loose, just add a little more breadcrumb and that will firm the mix right up. Forever young. I feel like I'm forever young. I see my dreams take off the ground. I see my dreams take off the ground. I feel like I'm forever young. So as I'm fondling these balls and rolling them out, I have some oil behind me getting nice and hot, about 350 degrees. You're going to place the meatballs in there, you're going to let them sit together, and you know the word, GBD, golden, brown, and delicious. Now this is the color we're looking for. This is a fucking meatball. I like my meatballs just like this. Fuck tomato sauce or anything else. Although we are going to use some tomato sauce. But this is a fucking beautiful fucking meatball. Look at that. Mwah! Mama would be proud. So I have a nice tomato basil sauce in the back, just simmering very low. You're going to throw the meatballs in there, let them absorb, get tender, finish cooking all the way, maybe 10 to 15 minutes. I know, everyone's saying again, Chef Riz, how'd you make your tomato basil sauce? Here you go, I got it for you. Fucking simple, 1, 2, 3, that's how I make it. So now I want you to find yourself a beautiful fucking hero with some sesame seeds. Not a hoagie, not a fucking sub, not a fucking piece of bread. A fucking hero. So I'm gonna gut this bitch. You don't want all this fucking bread. Look at this, it's too much. Take it out, hollow it out. You want that outside crispiness. That's what's gonna make the sandwich. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck it, I even threw a 5th one in there. 5 fucking meatballs to a hero. cut them in half. I know you've been to places, you get a Meatball Hero, and the fucking meatballs are whole. Who wants to bite into a whole fucking meatball? That's laziness. Cut them into fucking halves, cut them into fours, whatever pleases you, and fucking load this bitch up.
Forever young, I feel like I'm forever young. I see my dreams take off the ground. I see my dreams take off the ground. I feel.
Take my professional expertise opinion on this and do not put mozzarella on top of this sandwich. Provolone. Provolone is what's gonna make this fucking sandwich pop.
I see my dreams take off the ground.
Fucking butter, baby. What, do you want your bread to be dry, fucking nasty toasted? No, you want it to be buttery, softly toasted, and that's where the butter comes into play. Oven preheated to about 350 degrees, pop the motherfucker in, pop the motherfucker back out, and wow, look what we got here. It's a fucking sandwich, my man. This is a fucking hero, okay? This is what we call a fucking hero. So for the finishing touches for this sandwich, a little tomato basil right up top. Don't go too heavy, you don't want to sog up the sandwich, you're just looking for a little more of that juice in that bite. And look at that bread, that is fucking bread toasted to perfection. I could get $15 on the street for this sandwich. You ever heard of K.I.S.S? Keep it simple, stupid. That's it. Simplicity. There's nothing fucking major. I didn't do nothing hard or crazy. I kept it simple. And simple is one hell of a fucking sandwich. You have a request for the next plate? Leave it in the comment section below. I will fucking make it.